Stacking series wins on series wins. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You get stacking series wins on our road to the playoffs. And that's what we did this past series. Took 2 out of 3 from the Cincinnati Reds, and really give ourselves an even bigger cushion in the National League East. The series started out kind of rough. Jesus Luzardo, I believe, got knocked around. Started the game off strong, but then had an inning, had a really bad third inning where he gave up 6 runs, and we had a rally. We rallied late in the game, but it wasn't enough, and we dropped that first game to them. However, from there came dominant pitching. And the second game, Ranger Suarez, he was a little uneven. He didn't have the quality start that he's accustomed to having this year. He only went 5 innings, and he factored in a no decision. But the bullpen really came. And before I get to the bullpen, I just want to talk about that game that I happened to be in attendance. I was there. I got to see the Phillies play in person for the first time this year. It's not my first time seeing them in person, but it was my first time seeing them play this year. Coincidentally, one of the few times that I went to the Phillies, well, not few times, but one of the times in the past where I went to see the Phillies play, that was also against the Reds, and we won that game back in 2022. Aaron Nola had a 99-pitch complete game. So take that for what it's worth. But Ranger Suarez, he had a situation where the bases were loaded, and the game could have easily got out of hand. The Reds could have really tore open a hole in the game, and he got out of the jam. So even though he didn't log a quality start, even though he got the no decision, he was tagged with the no decision, he still did not allow the game. He kept the game. He kept it under control, and so that was good. So yeah, I was in attendance for that game. Kyle Schwarber hit a foul ball in the 6th inning that landed about 15 to 20 feet from where I was sitting. I was all the way up in the 300 level, and Kyle Schwarber hit the ball, and it landed. I was letting a family in. I had my soda and my crab fries with me, so I was holding them up as I was letting them in, and it was at that moment that he hit the ball, and I saw it coming towards me. And I gotta tell you, it looked like a meteor. If I had tried to catch that ball with my bare hand, it probably would have taken my entire arm off. It probably would have scalded my palm, and it would have probably caused serious harm to my arm. Probably would have broke it or something. So it hit right where I was sitting, but another aggressive fan who was sitting behind me leapt over and got it. So that would have been cool to get a foul ball as a souvenir. But as a consolation, I did see myself on the television broadcast. I went home later and watched it, and sure enough, there I was with my Cole Hamels jersey shirt on and my red Phillies cap. In that 6th inning, amongst all that foul ball commotion. So that was pretty cool. That was a nice little consolation prize for me getting going to that game, is getting to see myself on TV. But I digress. The bats came alive. They got on board with a home run. And then Edmundo Sosa, in that same inning, the 5th inning, Edmundo Sosa tied the game up. Alec Bohm, a couple innings later, hit a 2-run home run. and then Kyle Schwarber hit another 2-run home run in the 8th. So that essentially put the game out of reach for us, out of reach for them, and put the game in our favor, and we ended up winning 5-1. So I don't know. Whenever the Phillies play the Reds here, maybe I should go to that game. Maybe no, you know, I'm not gonna say it's luck, because it's not luck, but you know, I don't know, whatever. I'm just rambling. So yeah, 5-1, and then 3-1 in the rubber game. And Zack Wheeler, I'm running out of adjectives to describe his play. Zack Wheeler, I mean, anybody else that was pitching in that game, we would be, you know, throwing parades and throwing parties for. But Zack Wheeler, I mean, and I mean this totally as a compliment, as the highest of compliments that I can pay to this man. What he did, complete game, punched out 13, I believe, one hitter, a single home run to Austin Hayes early on in the game. A single hit, one hit away from throwing a perfect game. It's a shame because he was so dominant, but one hit away from a perfect game. Yeah, when I say what I'm about to say, I mean it as a compliment, the highest of compliments, in the most complimentary of complimental ways that I can say this. When Zack Wheeler pitches how he pitched yesterday, that's what he does. I'm not surprised at all by the dominance that Zack Wheeler exudes when he takes the mound for us every 5 days. I'm just not. This is what I expect from him. He's at 35 years old, he still is one of the top pitchers in baseball, not just the National League, but in all of baseball. Whenever he takes the mound, we 75% chance to win just by his presence on the mound. In my opinion, we have a 75% chance to win whenever Zack Wheeler takes a mound before he even throws the first pitch of the game. Whoever we're playing, whoever we play, we always have a chance. But if Zack Wheeler's on the mound, those chances increase significantly. He's just that dominant, and he keeps pitching like this. If he can continue to pitch like this into September, I feel like that will lock up the Cy Young for him. Never mind the fact that we have two guys who are also dominating whenever they take the mound, in Christopher Sanchez and Ranger Suarez. Never mind the fact that we have two other guys who would be aces on any other team in the National League. We have three on our team. But Zack Wheeler is by far the best pitcher in baseball until proven otherwise. I mean, he's simply amazing. He's amazing. He's been amazing this entire year. He's been amazing for pretty much his entire Phillies tenure, and you know, I 1,000% expect at the very least a 6-inning start. Now, of course, I know he's not perfect. I know that there's going to be times where he has hiccups, because we're as great as he is, as dominant as he is, you know, he's still human, and he's going to have those spot starts where, you know, he gets knocked around, where the opposing team chases him off the field. It's going to happen. I said this the last segment, the last time that I talked about Zack Wheeler. It's going to happen. it's a part of sports. You're not going to be at your best every time it's time for you to perform. That's just how it goes. But for the most part, like I said, 75% chance. Odds are three out of four in our favor, whatever you want to call it, that we're going to win the game when Zach Wheeler's on the mound for us. And he was rightfully rewarded with an all-star spot in the game next week. He and Kyle Schwarber, the only two Phillies to make the all-star team, to make the National League all-star team in next week's festivities. And it's going to be in Atlanta, so they might not get the nicest of welcomes from the residents down there, but whatever. I mean, we smoke the Braves every time we play them. So, Zach Wheeler, ho-hum, another day at the office. And I mean that, again, in the most, the highest of compliments. Zach Wheeler, easy work. Easy work. That's what it is. That's how I feel about it. And he'll get one more start. I believe this weekend we go on a West Coast road trip. He'll get one more start in San Diego, and then he'll get a chance to pitch in the All-Star break. But Zach Wheeler, keep doing what you do. Keep dominating. This is what he does. This is what he does. Big series. We're almost at the All-Star break. We've crossed the halfway point of the season, but now we're officially on the doorsteps of the halfway point of the season. Crazy to think that 4 months almost of baseball have been played to this point. But we got another big series out on the West Coast. First in San Fran, starting tonight. Christopher Sanchez gets the ball tonight. Expect another dominant outing. Expect him to kind of put the Giants in their place. Last time we played the Giants was back in April. We split the series 2 games apiece with them. Let's go out here and let's go into the All-Star break on a high note. We got 2 more series, San Francisco, and then we go to San Diego before our guys get a much-deserved rest. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be a really good series. Phils are hot right now. They're hot right now, and I think we can keep this thing going as long as everyone stays healthy. We play hard. Bryce Harper, he's been struggling ever since he came back from that injury. He's not looking like the Bryce Harper. Now, of course, we could attribute some of that to age. We could attribute some of that to the wrist injury, ineffectiveness, whatever the case might be. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Bryce get a couple of breathers over these next few series, over these next few games. Maybe a rest day. In those rubber games. I know we have a couple of day games. The Wednesday, this Wednesday will be a day game against San Fran, and then I think we get one against San Diego too, or at least earlier than what they normally play. So we'll see. But I think that he'll wake up out of it. I think that he still has a lot of good baseball left this year, and so I think he'll be all right. It's just a matter of time before he snaps out of it and starts to get back to that MV3 form that we all have come to know and love. So, big series coming up. Let's keep the good times rolling. Let's go out here and get to San Francisco, get a series win. It's all about stacking these series wins on top of each other, and really give ourselves some momentum as we head into this All-Star break.